The two major political parties in Washington hold party conventions every 2 years. In April of 2024, the Republican Party held their convention in Spokane, and we went to observe the proceedings, which, because it was a presidential year, were quite lively. Thousand delegates from across the state have come here to Spokane to represent their individual counties and their individual legislative districts at the Republican State Convention. One of the things that's new this year is the Republican Party has decided to endorse candidates for the primaries, trying to make sure that their one candidate that they are endorsing will make it to the general election.
Political conventions have gotten very scripted and very predictable, and what the Washington State Republican Party decided to do this election cycle is change the convention, the state convention. Make it live, make it real, make it a convention where candidates for the top state offices, for Congress, for the U.S. Senate are nominated and endorsed by the state party.
Let's go!
It's a lot of races, it's a lot of action at a convention. Ultimately, we want to bring our party together through this process. And that might seem a little counterintuitive because you've got multiple Republicans running for a number of these positions.
Throughout the convention, the competition for the party's endorsement for the primaries was on full display in the race for governor between political newcomer Semi Bird and former Congressman Dave Reichert.
We are totally energized. Like I'm for Bird, and we're totally energized because he's an outsider like Trump. And we're seeing the mainstream Republicans, and they're acting just like, Democrats.
Tensions heightened when the Republican committee announced they had decided not to endorse anyone for governor.
We will not be endorsing a governor at this convention.
Many of these delegates have traveled from afar and spent a considerable amount of money to be here, and their expectation is that we have an election for endorsing a governor.
Yeah. Endorsing is a winning strategy.
Everybody has their passions and their high and their beliefs and what they want, and so it comes to a lot of infighting.
We're divided, and it's exciting. We enjoy the process.
We cannot take away the opportunity from the delegates to make their choice on who the state party endorses for governor.
Amidst the debate, Reichert released a statement that he would not be seeking the Republican Party's endorsement for the primary.
About 21 minutes ago, Dave Reichert posted the following on his Facebook page.
Ultimately, the delegates at the convention overruled the committee's decision and overwhelmingly voted to endorse Bird for governor. This effectively ensured 2 Republicans on the primary ballot.
In the end, I think it makes our delegates empowered. The people choose the candidates that the party endorses, not some elite, not a smoke-filled room. It's done on the floor of a convention hall, voting. If you do not support the motion, raise your hands.
Given the power these delegates possess, we decided to find out a little more about how they came to be here and why they think their role is so important.
So they have these meetings everywhere that you live, and I found out where mine was at. I showed up there. They started talking about the opportunity to be able to be a delegate. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, I don't want to. What do you mean delegate me? What does that mean? You're gonna tell me what to do?
So it all starts at our local precinct caucuses in January. We get together within our own neighborhoods and elect delegates to the county convention.
And so I found out that actually gave me an opportunity to be able to vote for things that affected my community, that impacted the people that were gonna be making decisions for me. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, I wanna do that.
And then from the county convention, we elect delegates to this state convention.
And then we had to go to this other meeting where they actually voted on me. So that was pretty cool because I really haven't been voted on since I think high school when I was class president. And it was a really exciting experience that people listened to me speak and they actually thought I was cool enough to be able to get the opportunity to represent them, to be able to vote on bigger things.
And today we'll be electing delegates to the national convention.
So here I am in Spokane with 1,800 people and my vote actually matters. I am Tasha Convention May, please vote for me. Thank you.
This is where you meet people from all around the state, all the different counties, and you see just how people are thinking, that we're really coming up from the grassroots, which means the people knocking on doors on the street.
So it is so refreshing to resonate with people and connect with people on the Constitution, on limited government, on the pro-life issue that we care so deeply about.
My thought before was, if I vote, I have a right to complain. Well, it's gone even beyond that. You know, if I have complaints about even the way the government I elect does things, then I need to be more involved.
The last day of the convention was dedicated to the adoption of the party platform.
We will go section by section and ask if you want to reserve a section.
The party platform really is set as a guide for direction, because like in any political scenario, sometimes emotions get carried away. You might get off message a little bit. Well, that platform is designed to kind of keep the message focused on where we stand in our values, what we want to bring to the table because of those values to make it better for everybody.
I reinforce the motion that we accept this platform and these resolutions as read without any further picking apart and tearing apart. And let's get it done.
Call the question.
To the surprise of many, the platform was adopted as written.
So all in favor of accepting the platform as accepted, raise your hands. Well, Chair, that went much more quickly than we were expecting.
I am a firm believer that there's more that unites us than divides us. And I say that even across the parties. We all want things to get better. The only thing that's different is which way do we go to do that.
You know, everybody, sort of hates on political parties and their partisanship, and that's understandable. But when a party functions well, it simplifies complicated issues in ways that people can understand clearly, and a way that voters who are living their lives and busy with their families and their work and whatever they're doing, they don't have time to digest hundreds of pages of treatises on bills and policy. They're sort of brands. If we do our job right, we stand for something. We mean something as Republicans, and that gives people the chance to vote in an informed way.
Political parties continue to be a dominant force in today's world, and the conventions demonstrate the power of the individual who shows up, from the delegate to the candidate to the voter. Everyone has a role to play.